When did you last do something just for the joy of it? Not for the to-do list, not for anyone else, just for you. Just because it lit something up inside of you. If you're struggling to remember the last time, then this video is for you. I'll be honest with you, this week I pushed hard, really hard. There's a drive in me that wants to keep working, keep moving, keep building, and I'm not ashamed of that. There's a real fire in this work, but somewhere in the middle of that push, I stopped filling my well. And by Sunday, I was definitely running on empty. You know the feeling. You get short with people, you forget to smile. You look up and you realise you haven't been carving out moments to enjoy. You're just a production line, the next thing, and then you move on to the next thing, and before you know it, the days are just speeding past. I think what happens is your body gets into that rhythm of pushing, and on some level, that can become almost addictive. There's something that feels productive about constant motion. Almost honourable, but it's not. It's depletion wearing a mask of discipline. And if you're a creative, if you make things, if you write or you paint or you build or you sing, this is especially dangerous. Because you can get so wrapped up in the business of producing or even trying to get your work out into the world that you actually forget to enjoy the craft. You forget that the creative act is supposed to be felt and experienced. Here's what I want to talk about today. The well. You have a well inside of you. Deep resources. A reservoir of imagination, of feeling, of aliveness, and everything you create comes from that place. The problem is a lot of us only ever draw from that well. We produce, we push, we pour out, and we rarely stop to ask what's actually coming in. You cannot pour from an empty vessel. That's not a motivational poster, it's just true. And for creatives, a depleted well doesn't just mean you're tired, it means your work starts to feel hollow, mechanical, like you're just going through the motions that used to mean something. So what fills the well? Rest, colour, texture, and delight in those things. Anything that makes time stop. For me, it's clay. When I have my hands in clay, when I'm actually at the wheel, something shifts. The rush and the noise and the relentless forward motion just stops. Time slows down. I'm in the zone. I step into flow. That's not wasted time. That is our well being filled. For you, it might look different. Maybe it's a walk somewhere wild, a game with your kids, a really good novel that has nothing to do with your work, a piece of music that touches you. It doesn't have to be grand. It just has to be real. And here's the thing. In the slowing down, in the playing, in the stopping, that's actually where I feel most alive. More alive than any hustle. More alive than in the busyness. The paradox is this, that rest and play are not opposite of the work. They actually feed the work. This Sunday, I took a couple of hours and I just sat with my journal and all my pens and my pencils and my stickers, and I just played. I didn't plan anything. I didn't optimize anything. I just let myself think about what I actually want my life to look like. What brings me joy? And what came up, what floated up from somewhere quiet inside of me was my kids. I want to bake with them, play games, do crafts, get messy, be present with them in a way I can't be when I'm in full work mode, with my head down and my focus set. That's not a side note to my life. My kids aren't a side note to my life. They are my life. This is my life. And when I give myself permission to just be still, to be in the small, ordinary, joyful afternoons, something in me settles. something is exhaled and the well starts to fill back up. If you never stop to fill the well, here's what happens. You start to resent the very things that once made you feel so alive. The making, the creating, the dreaming. It starts to feel like just another demand on your time. Another thing you're failing at. And that's a tragedy because your gifts were given to you for a reason and they deserve to be tended to and enjoyed, not just spent. This invitation this week is simple. Not easy, but simple. Ask yourself or ask your body or that inner knowing, what do you need right now? And then sit with it for a couple of minutes. Just let an answer come up. Don't force it. If you're a creative person, I'm willing to bet something will come to mind. Even if it's just 30 minutes, give yourself that thing. Carve out the time. Step away from the list and the responsibilities and the relentless call on your time and play. Not because you've earned it, not as a reward, but just because you were made for this too. The play, the rest, the joy, this isn't separate from who you are. This is part of your journey, and it will fill your well and give you fuel, the energy to pour back into your gifts, your tasks, and even those you love will benefit from a you that is not running on empty. I've put together a free roadmap for those who are ready to do this inner work, including what it looks like for you to start building from this place of fullness rather than depletion. You can find the roadmap in the description below. Go and play this week. Fill your well, and then watch your energy soar.